Peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Saying facts, stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused.
From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned.
Hey y'all, hey, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about 29-year-old Tomeika Pullins and her 7-year-old niece. I believe she was 7 years old, who were both unalived by her estranged husband, William Almond. It is being said that he threatened her multiple times on unaliving her and her whole family if he got the chance to. And he ended up following through with it because he went to the apartment where Tomeika was living. He couldn't get into the actual apartment. So he goes around to a window where Tomeika was in a room laying down, and he pew-pewed through the window, leaving her and her niece unalive. Yeah, this is a mess. This is crazy. So let's jump into the clippings that I have, and we'll go from there.
Don't care no more, boy. It's gonna be your last time ever disrespecting somebody. You and your fat ass brother, boy. And calling me and my family out that name. Come on, man. Come on, man. Slaughter gang shit, bitch. I'ma fuck one of y'all, boy. Swear to God, I ain't gonna do no more talking. When I see you, it's on sight. When I see you, it's on sight. When I see you, it's on sight.
This is something that is completely senseless. Not only do we have 2 lives tragically lost, but one of them a child who's just getting started.
You know, if I had to roll myself to your motherfucking house in a wheelchair, if I lose my kidney, I'm gonna roll myself to your house, knock on your door, and I'm gonna shoot you goddamn in your fucking face.
Murder. He believes her estranged husband did it and says the family has proof that she tried to protect herself from domestic abuse. The woman killed believes police failed her.
Yeah, George, that's because he says every time his daughter called police, her estranged husband would run and would never be stopped.
Hurt, upset, angry.
Tomeika Pullins is still processing that his 29-year-old daughter was murdered.
I cried. I didn't know what to do.
Tomeika Pullins was shot and killed last Friday at this apartment on Columbia Drive in DeKalb County. Police say her estranged husband, William Arnold, pulled the trigger, hitting Tomeika and a 7-year-old little girl.
All she wanted to do was leave this man.
Pullins says these police reports filed by his daughter show that. The first one dating back to New Year's Day this year. In it, police described Arnold getting upset when his estranged wife did not laugh at his jokes, striking her with the gun and cutting her forehead. Another report months later in April detailing an incident when Arnold allegedly pushed open a bedroom window and stuck his head inside.
On June the 6th, he came to the house again. Got in the house and had a gun to her head.
This is very unfortunate.
Chantel Wright is with the Atlanta Victim Assistance and Incorporated. She encourages anyone dealing with domestic violence to create a safety plan.
Making sure that when you park your car in the evenings, that is full of gas. Moving from one apartment to the other, sometimes it's moving out of state.
Pullins says his daughter explored some of those very options, but he tells us in the end, she thought calling 911 would protect her.
But just as soon as the police held 2 bodies down, they rushing. 15 to 20 police cars, helicopters, K9s. Where was all of this before? They did not do enough to save my daughter.
And we reached out to the DeKalb County Police Department for comment. So far, we have not heard back. Meantime, the family has a GoFundMe account to help with funeral costs.
Police presence at an apartment complex in Decatur. These are live images from the First Alert chopper. Let's give you an idea of where this is. The 2500 block of Columbia Drive in DeKalb County in Decatur. This is at the Forest at Columbia Apartments. And we've noticed at least more than a dozen police officers there, K-9 unit as well, kind of surrounding and taping off one particular apartment. We could see a vehicle on the curb there, which is not where it should normally be. It should be in the parking lot there, but it's partially on the curb. So right now, officers investigating, still unclear what's happening right here. We do have our resources in the Atlanta News First newsroom working to find out what's going on. As soon as we learn more, we will bring this to you.
On Columbia Drive. Is at the DeKalb County Police Headquarters tonight with the latest.
Police say William Almond gunned down Tomeika Pullins and Dior Scott. Dior was just 7 years old. Right now, this man, William Almond, is behind bars. This after police say Almond shot and killed his estranged wife and his young niece.
We believe this to be a domestic incident, not a random act.
Investigators say officers found Tomeika Pullins and Dior Scott inside a unit at the Forest of Columbia Apartments on Columbia Drive. Dior was just 7 years old. Police say neither of them were breathing. Officers tried to revive them, but it was too late.
Both victims succumbed to their injuries on scene.
The gunfire broke out around 2:48 Friday afternoon. Investigators say Almond was trying to get into the apartment. He was not allowed in. So police say Almond broke a window and fired several rounds. The bullets hit Pullins and Dior.
This is something that is completely senseless. Not only do we have 2 lives tragically lost, but one of them a child who's just getting started.
Investigators say Almond ran, but police caught him later on Friday. DeKalb CEO Loretta statement, quote, "As your CEO and a mother, I grieve alongside our community and extend my deepest condolences for all those affected." Almond is being held at the DeKalb County Jail. At DeKalb County Police Headquarters.
It has shaken a DeKalb County neighborhood. Relatives of the victim say the man who killed his estranged wife and 7-year-old niece threatened to kill the whole family. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez live now in DeKalb County. And Taisha, the mother of the adult victim here told you one thing saved the rest of that family from getting hurt.
That mother lost her adult daughter and her 7-year-old granddaughter in one day, and she told me she would have lost more relatives if the murder suspect actually made it into the apartment.
He done told us plenty times, if my child don't come back to him, he will pop every kid in here. He don't care who it is, even he will kill everyone in this house.
Nikita Bruce told me her son-in-law, William Almond, had been threatening her daughter, Tomeika Pullins, for months. She said her daughter filed a temporary restraining order on her estranged husband, but police couldn't find him to serve him the papers.
What else could we do? I feel like half of it's my fault because she's gone and I wasn't here.
She said there were several relatives in this apartment Friday, terrified when William Almond showed up.
He tried to get in through the door, but he couldn't. So from my understanding, he went to the window. And by my camera, he shot through the window.
2 people died. Almond's estranged wife, Tomeika, and her 7-year-old niece, Dior Scott. Almond is sitting in the DeKalb County Jail facing murder charges, waiting on a bond hearing. The family hopes he never gets out.
To be honest, it'd be nice if he get the chair, but I don't know if they still do that. But he need to suffer because at the end, you took my child for no reason. Like, what made you want to do that? She told you it's over. Domestic violence is real.
The suspect, William Almond, had his first appearance in court over the weekend, but since there's only a magistrate judge there, that judge cannot rule on a bond for a Superior Court case. We will stay on this.
Yeah, I just want to say rest in peace to her and her niece. This man, you can look at him and tell that he had issues. I think she figured that out early on when he did what he did, hit her with the butt end of the pew pew just because she didn't laugh at a joke. And she did everything right. She left him. She got restraining orders. She went to the cops. She even moved out but still couldn't get away from him. You guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Bye.
TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call it peace. TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confuse.